Hi, I'm Yosi Tahari at Ask Yosi, and this is Sportce.com. Today, I have a few things that I'd like to enlighten everybody about. There's some subjects that I think everybody will be very happy with, and I think that's some things that you, the viewer, are going to get to enjoy. Starting off with, there's a company that we all love. Being that everybody likes to fly, we have a company known as FlightAware.com. When you go on this website, it's very informative, but first it starts off with when I know all of us, we're sitting, we're waiting, we're wondering when is it time to go to get on the plane? Is it going to board? Is it going to go? And especially with today's recent times, we're all wondering, is it safe? So let's go to the full screen and I'll show you all some of the things that will help you to see what really goes on behind the scenes when we're taking a flight. Once you've gone to the web page, it's www.flightaware.com. This page will come up. This is what a lot of private planes, commercial planes, this is where they go to find out what's going on with air traffic. If you look in the left-hand side where it says your flight tracker, if you're a private plane person or a public plane person, you will go in the left-hand corner and it will say tail number. That's for a private aircraft or a chartered aircraft like your Blue Star jets, V1 jets, any one of these flight companies. And it asks you for your origin, which is your airport code, or if you have a private plane, a commercial plane, you'll pull up Continental, American Airlines, and it'll say Airline Flight Tracker. So in the Airline Flight Tracker window, you can put up, for instance, Continental, their code is CO. And you can put in whatever the flight number is, whether it's CO31, which is fine, which is, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the Brazilian code or Israel code. And once that comes up, it'll come up with the flight. And then it'll tell you the manifest. A manifest is basically where's the flight's origin, where it is in transit, and that'll take you anywhere. As you can see now, these are the list of all the flight companies and carriers that they carry. And once you click on any of them, it'll then ask you for either a flight number or a destination. For instance, this one we have right now, it's an inbound flight. Everything you see in that map shows every flight that's active currently in the United States. Once you click on one of those flights on the bottom, it shows you via a map where it is in transit, it's in a hub, in what airport, and this will basically help you to let you know they know where the plane is, what's the history, is it going to leave on time. A great, great tool, especially when you're taking international flights or if you're taking domestic flights. This has been a very useful tool. This has been going on in the industry for quite some time. So I highly recommend in doing so. Now I go on to another subject. For me personally, I've been in many flights, and there's a company called that I like, one of my dear friends, Mr. Andrew Zarrow. His name is, from his company, is called V1 Jets. I think it's now jetcharters.com. For all you private plane people, this is one of the going green companies. What they'll do is they'll look at how much the plane's going to be used for the flight that you're booking, and they'll only fill it up with that much gas. And that saves the environment, and you get carbon credits. So if you go to www.v1jets.com, a window will come up. It might actually be jetcharter.com now. And in this website, I apologize, it is jetcharter.com. The jetcharter.com, this company has been going on for about, I'm going to say about 5-6 years now. Wonderful corporation. I've known the firm very, very well. One of the things that they do for us Northeastern people, as we know, we have a thing here known as the Hamptons. It's our version of, how should we say, the Shangri-La of California in our little cul-de-sac here on the tip of Long Island. So let's go to the full screen so I can show you a little bit. This V1 jet company is one of the easiest ones to navigate out of the old ones. I've tried Blue Star Jets, NetJets, all of them. This has no ownership needed and you pay as you go program. So on the Jet Charter website, if you look where it says approved aircraft, when they say these are the aircraft, that is FAA, Federal Aviation Commission, approves these aircraft for jet charter for private use. When you click it, you go to where it says basically we'll go turboprops. You click it, and this turboprop selection is King Air. This is basically the same style plane you'll be flying from here to Long Island's East End. And they're doing it at $495. You make it from the seaport on the east side to Long Island for $495, an amazing price for 30 minutes of travel, on time. And I'm sure if you call Mr. Zarro at V1 Jets or one of the lovely ladies that'll answer you, you tell them that Ask Yosi from Sportce.com recommended you, and they'll take extra special care of you. But to go back to the V1 website, when you go to where it says approved aircraft, one of the most informative things is if you click on the approved aircraft button at the top and go to, let's say, where it says large jets, a list of every approved aircraft that's out there, from your super high-end Gulfstream 5s to your Falcons to the Super Citation 10s. For instance, let's go for a Gulfstream 4. You click on Gulfstream 4, and this basically gives you the layout of a jet that is one of the Rolls-Royce of planes. But the best part is this lets you see, as an owner, as a user, what the plane looks like to accommodate both your luggage, how many people you're going to have, what's the duration, will it go transcontinental. When we say transcontinental, we mean you fill up here, you can go and land in Hong Kong. Not a problem. So this website is so informative compared to the rest that it lets you actually book what you want. And in doing so, what you do is you click on the left side where it says quote. And when you click on the quote, it lets you plug in your information and they'll get back to you in a timely manner. A very, very informative website. And I highly recommend it. I'm going to say this to all the users out there that have, say, Amex, and they have that black card and they think, oh, we're getting a deal. You're not. This company, the best part is you're paying for the time you use. Because most other companies, they make you pay not only for the going, but for the coming. And that's what we know in the industry is dead legs. So don't be surprised if they charge you for double and this company becomes cheaper. And on that note, I highly recommend shop, 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 and look what's out there. Now to get something that gives me a little more passion. My good friends Rob and Noah at Gotham Dream Cars. This firm, this was a brainchild of Noah Latham and his partner Rob Ferretti in, I'm going to say it's in the tri-state area. I remember when they started at the New York Auto Show. And wonderful firm. They have a great fleet of vehicles. They have everything from Ferraris to Lamborghinis to now finally Range Rovers and Mercedes, so everybody gets to tickle their fancy. So one thing I will tell you, this comes to a very, very important piece, especially for you people who are looking to drop some money on cars. This is a great way for you to try anything from a Ferrari to Rolls to the new Lamborghini that they just received. And you can test it out, drive it. So for instance, let me just show you how their operation works compared to the rest. So let's go to full screen. As you can see, this is the website that comes up, and there's numerous options. So first, you go to where it says our fleet and rates. And they have both a fleet here in the Northeast, and it travels all the way from New Hampshire to Washington, D.C., and they will take care of the transport. And then there's another one that's in South Florida, and they'll do all of Florida. Excuse me. So let's take, for instance, the new Ferrari that just arrived. It's called a Ferrari 458. So once you've come to the fleet calendar, it'll say our fleet and rates, which is on the left-hand bar. Once you've clicked it, the website will come up with every car. But first it'll ask you New York or New Jersey. Wonderful firm. They really have a great product. You'll enjoy yourself, but also on the website, which is the best piece, I think. They give you an easy pass, so you can go through the tolls, which is included, and if you have a certain music that you'd like, they will take care of that for you. Let's go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Sports. My name is Greg Dorman, and this is Rally Notes.
Racing fans, don't forget that on Thursdays at 7 p.m., it's time for Rally Notes. Greg Dorman, rally racing co-driver from Klein Racing, hosts guests and takes your calls about the entire automotive industry, rally racing, and auto racing in general. Rally racing is a great sport. They have Subarus and all sorts of off-road, all-wheel drive vehicles that run through the mud and the backlogging roads. But he's not only talking rally, he'll talk all sorts of racing and automobiles as well. We'll test cars, we'll drive cars, and we'll have a lot of fun. Rally Notes, 7 p.m. on Thursday. Don't miss it.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Warning Track. I'm Matt Mankiewicz.
If you could change one thing about the game today, what would it be?
Baseball fans, don't forget to check out the Warning Track Friday nights at 6 p.m. with Brett Quintine and Matt Mankiewicz. They'll take you through the MLB season, talk everything baseball, have great guests, and field your calls. It's 6 p.m. on Friday nights. Don't miss it. The Warning Track. It's out of here.
Hi, this is Ask Yosi at Sportce.com. So, as I was saying, you have such companies as Gotham Dream Cars for all your exotic car rental needs. Amazing firm, highly recommended, and they even go out to the Hamptons, which we know is coming right around the corner. Now, we'll go to a subject that's, I have to say, a bit of passion for myself. Being in the fashion community, I have to tell you these firms that I'm going to speak about, some of the best. So if you're looking for a deal, I'm going to show you each and every week where you can go to look and see where the deals are. And I'll physically be going to some of these locations at later dates to show you what's going on, what's the ins and what's the outs of what's going on in the industry, especially when it comes to shoes, bags, clothes, and hats. And if you have any questions, you can feel free. Find it on Twitter at Ask Yosi, or you can go to askyosi@gmail.com. You can also call in. It's 347-480-1724. And I'll be more than happy to take your calls and see what's going on in the industry from your eyes, because we're only as good as what you show us. Now, let's go to the first website. The first website, and I found this basically from walking around here in New York City and in other areas in the country, but mainly here it's in New York. It's called INCNY. It's INANY, excuse me. Anyway, this company that's here based in New York City, wonderful firm, great stuff. If you're looking for what we know as the red bottoms or Christian Louboutins or your Jimmy Choo shoes or your boots, they have everything, a fresh stock every week. The best part is you don't pay those retail prices. Website is very informative. They go from jackets to hats to bags. I've even found a Birkin in some of them. I'm sure you ladies know what I'm talking about. Let's go to the full screen so I'll show you. Once you come up to the INA website, it comes up and it's very informative with its blimps, its bright color. It's gorgeous how it comes around. So let me show you some navigational options of how it works out. First of all, we want to know where they are. So we'll click onto the location tab. It's the fourth one in from the right. When you come to click in on the location tab, it shows you whether it's in NoHo north of Houston, Soho south of Houston, Nolita, another Nolita, because there are so many men were looking for such a wonderful product. And then I think they're going to be opening one in Chelsea. Anyhow, on the INA website, once you've seen it, you finally figured out, okay, great, I found my destination. You'll go to the top tab and you'll start to browse to see what's going on. First, you'll hit shop. And when it comes to shop, you click on it. It shows you all the stuff. Let's stay for the women's standpoint because that's the majority of their shoppers. You click on the women tab, and then it starts to show you what they have in current inventory. So for instance, for me, I'm a shoeholic and I'm a bagholic. So first thing, we're gonna go to where it says, on the right side, you'll see where it says shoes and boots. So you click on the tab where it says shoes and boots. All the way on the right side, under the women window, you click it and boom. These are remember, this is always updated and there's so many. From 3-inch, 2-inch, 1-inch, boots, clogs, square tip, round tip. There's so many different variations of the lifestyle that every woman, man want in New York City. But when you go on the website, this gives you an idea of what they have, and you should definitely call ahead because I'm telling you on the weekends, it's crazy. Anyway, I'll give you a little backstory of what happened. When I first met a good friend of mine in New York some time ago, he says, you know, Yosi, I'm looking for a particular item I can't find, which was at that time, there was what's known as the Gucci NYC bag. And Gucci did a commemorative bag that was white that had NYC on it. To find this bag, I went every single store. No one had it. You know, this store, INA, they had it. They had 2 of them, as a matter of fact. Half the price, right on sale, gorgeous. The secret to INA is, A, they buy the stuff from the stars and they buy some stuff from the elite people who don't really use it that much. And that goes even for you customers out there. If there's things that you don't think you're gonna wear more than once, and it's of great make, great model, you should call them up and say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I have something, and they will hook you up. I'm telling you, wonderful firm, great locations, and I think in a few weeks we will go there and I will show you what I mean. Now, let's go to the next website, ruelala.com, ruelala.com. This was spawned by a firm of women and men looking to shop, looking for the deals. They went out to the vendors, and what happened is they found out that they were willing to give them a shot at what's out there. So let's go to the full screen and navigate through this one a little bit, because I think you need a passcode. I don't have one because it's very, how should I say it? It'll get me into more trouble. You go on the Rulala website. Once you click on it, it comes up and it changes daily. They have a great way of connecting with everyone through Facebook, Twitter, and whatever else. Once you click on it, you need to make an account, and then it asks you, I don't know if it might still ask you for your credit card. Be very sure to know which one you're going to give them. Anyway, once you go on, they let you click onto what's known as a ticker. Do so because what happens is they send you these coupons daily of what's going on in the industry, and you'll get sales from your 7 Jeans, True Religion, Rockin' Republic, to Ralph Lauren, tops, jackets, pants. Same thing as INA, only this is brand new. It's what's in the stores, and you don't have to physically go to a store. The only thing I tell you, once you buy it, you own it. You know what I mean? So all sales are final. So you should do yourself a favor. I tell this to everyone. When doing online shopping, very important tool. Go to a department store, take a little notepad with you. Crackberry, iPhone, whatever you like. HTC, Android, we got to support them too. Write it down. Tell yourself, this is my size, this is my seam. Seam being what's your waist all the way down to your feet. Also what shirt size you are, what sweater size you are. So you have your notes when doing your shopping. So when you say, okay, we just got a lot of, say, Xenia shirts, extra large, $39 a piece. Yes, $39 a piece. These shirts go for $300, but they're selling it for that. Anyway, they give you a 1-hour window. You go shopping, voila, boom, got yourself a deal. Very informative website. Be sure to know what it is that you're shopping. Another website that's here in New York, it's called ontherack.com. Once you've clicked on ontherack.com, very informative. Again, same principle as Rulala. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Beyond the Rack. Beyondtherack.com. Once you've gone on the website, very informative, lots of rich color, rich pictures. Same thing, you have to log in, because this way they're also doing what's known as tracking to find out what's their demographic, what's their age. Again, you can follow them on Twitter, follow them on Facebook. You have questions, again, you can ask Yosi at gmail.com, or you can find me here at sports.com. Send a reply. I'll be more than happy to help you. Wonderful website. The best part is, on this website, if you go on their ticker, they send you a 1 hour notice, and they have these 1 hour sales. And I'll give you, for example, yesterday they had a 1 hour sale for what we call, one of my favorite is True Religion jeans, as well as Rockin' Republics for $50. That's a great deal. Other days I've seen Prada shoes for $100, whatever's in the lot. And they also tell you where there's a lot of great deals on what they have, what new products they have. Again, rich color, same principle as Rue La La. They show you the product, it comes in quantity, it shows you, what they have. And then you take it from there, see what's going on, wonderful. The only thing I say this, and I give this to a caveat, when you're going shopping, be smart. It's not like a gambler. Make sure you know what you want, know the styles. Remember, this is not a beach town. You gotta always have in mind, do you really need it in your closet? Because if you shop smart, you'll wear it smart, you'll look smart, everybody will know that it fits you. Don't just wear it for the season, wear it because you enjoy it. Because the more confident you are, the better these websites get, the better the clothes get, the happier you are, and it's wonderful. And I have to tell you, for me, it's an amazing piece. Let's go to the commercial break, and when we come back, I'll show you one of my most favorite places, and each and every week, it's gonna be Yosi's Foods, and I'll show you where I go to eat. We'll catch back to you in a few minutes.
I'm Justin Tucker, the New York Giants, and you're watching Sportce.com.
On everything sports, you got to go to sports.com. That's spelled SPORTCE.com. We're going to take you behind the scenes in the world of sports and a lot more. It's sport, content, and entertainment. We got a lot of great stuff. Technology segments.
Now it's got the front and back facing cameras, so you can do video chats like this one via Skype on the 3G network, and you can do FaceTime, only available on the Wi-Fi. It's got a lot of other great features. You can edit on it with iMovie. You can make songs and voiceovers.
Behind the scenes.
We back, sports.com, at this secret location behind the scenes. Jim Jones.
We'll take you into the lives of athletes, follow them off the field, but it's also music.
Be right here, but it's perfect day.
And other genres as well. Check us out, sports.com, and we've got live shows 5 days a week. A lot of live shows with live guests in our New York City studios. We've got Rally Notes at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights, The Warning Track, 6 p.m. on Friday nights, Schwartz on Sports with esteemed broadcaster Peter Schwartz, 8 p.m. on Tuesday nights, and on Wednesdays, it's The Music Movement with Daryl Reed. Check us out, sports.com.
I'm Justin Tucker, the New York Giants, and you're watching Sportce.com.
If you want everything sports, you got to go to sports.com. That's spelled SPORTCE.com. We're going to take you behind the scenes in the world of sports and a lot more. It's sport, content, and entertainment. We got a lot of great stuff. Technology segments.
Now it's got the front and back facing cameras, so you can do video chats like this one via Skype on the 3G network, and you can do FaceTime, only available on the Wi-Fi. It's got a lot of other great features. You can edit on it with iMovie. You can make songs and voiceovers.
Behind the scenes.
We back, sports.com, at this secret location behind the scenes. Jim Jones.
We'll take you into the lives of athletes, follow them off the field, but it's also music.
Be right here, but it's perfect day.
And other genres as well. Check us out, sports.com, and we've got live shows 5 days a week. A lot of live shows with live guests in our New York City studios. We've got Rally Notes at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights, The Warning Track, 6 p.m. on Friday nights, Schwartz on Sports with esteemed broadcaster Peter Schwartz, 8 p.m. on Tuesday nights, and on Wednesdays, it's The Music Movement with Daryl Reed. Check us out, sports.com.
This is Ask Yosi at Sportce.com, and we have a caller, Michael, on line 1.
I couldn't resist but call you and Skype in and say, hey, man, I think your show is great. You're doing a great job. I'm really excited about it. And I had a question for you. I like what the information you're giving and stuff, but I had a question for you. What is your feeling about men's custom clothing and how it should fit? You know, are there different ways, or do you feel it's only one way that men's custom clothing should fit?
I think men's custom clothing in general, there's a misconception. People need to understand, we Americans, we're not this European cut. We like this loose, flare color. We like a lot of different things. You know, for instance, I'll show you a perfect example. All ball players, or as we call them bowlers, they like what's known as the Robert Graham shirts. The shirts are very big, very fitted. The collars have different colors. Amazing fit. I think here in the States, you have to be very comfortable. The jeans can't be so tight that you're like smuggling grapes. You want to be comfy. You want to have something that's comfortable. It's going to ride with you. You're going to enjoy it. Same thing with the suits. I think in the suit division, there's so many different variations, body types, everything. If you're a skinny mold, then for sure, you're one of these designer couture labels. But if you're me, like the average big style, you're more in the Hugo Boss, Ralph Lauren, and these things you can find, believe it or not, in a lot of the stores in New York. I mean, for me, a perfect example. I go shopping at Tanger Outlets. That's where I go get my suits from. The prices are right, the suits fit, and it's a great look. I mean, you know, Michael, for me personally, that's what I've always said. You have to be comfortable in what you wear. The shoes have to fit, and you got to be comfy, because if you're comfy, you're going to want to stay in it. If you're not, you want to get out of it. That's what I think on that subject. I just think basically for me, you have to be comfy. And again, like I said to you and I'll say to everybody else, if you have questions and you want to get some ideas, feel free. Call in, send an email, find me on Twitter, or you can find me at Sportce.com, and I'll be more than happy to show you what I have.
I like that, Yosi. Thank you so much, and keep doing the great show. I think that was good information. Is your favorite food place going to be Pomodoro? That's my only question. I'm
See,
going to hang up
we
on
went there
myself. I'll
together.
see you later.
All right. As a matter of fact, that's what I have to tell you. There's a place in Jersey called Pomodoro. Love the restaurant, great food, but for this week's segment, I have to start it off with my best restaurant. There's a little nook in Brooklyn. A good friend of mine took me to, actually an ex-girlfriend took me there a long time ago and introduced me to a wonderful taste of Italy. That's what I call it. It's where everything is family style. You get to enjoy yourself. Food's great, lovely ambiance, color for people, especially in the summer, very colorful. Parking's at a premium. You feel very safe, kid-friendly. Anyway, it's in Brooklyn in Bensonhurst. The name of the restaurant is called Spumoni Gardens. When you come up to the restaurant, it has an iconic sign. It's right by the parking lot. It says L&B Spumoni Gardens. It even gives the year the place was created. Amazing place. Anyway, once you step in, they also have a website, great food. I even got some pictures to show you. You'll see that the pizzas, what they're famous for is the squares. And I'll give you the policy. Why I talk so passionately about it is their pizza's amazing. They have this square slice, so tasty, so bubbly. Unbelievable. Anyway, they start off with first cooking the bread. There's 29 ovens in the place, and they just added some new ones. I'm going to be taking Michael there shortly. We'll videotape it. I'm sure you guys will get laughs because I'm telling you, it's the best. Anyhow, great squares. It's busy. I can only imagine the food and how much money this place makes. The restaurant is really busy. They're open usually from 11 in the morning till about 2 in the morning, depending on the time of year. And you should always start it the way I started. If you're going to go for the restaurant, make reservation. If not, you're going to go inside. They have what's known as the Spumoni ice. That's their famous ice. It's got almonds, pistachios, green ice, chocolate ice, vanilla ice. You name it. They might even have vanilla ice, as in the singer. Who knows? But you should always start off with 2 squares of Pepsi. Wait, because it hits you like a brick. You have the ice. You feel great. For me, my wife tells me, you know what? I have an upset stomach. I give her an ice. She feels great. Everyone goes to sleep happy. A great restaurant. A bit of history on that restaurant. The restaurant was started in the 1930s by two brothers. Even though it says brother and I don't know what else, it was started by two brothers, and it's been handed down. This is, I think, the 5th generation now takes it over. Really good food, a lot of actors. You know, last time I was there, I saw Bethany Finkel, the girl from, I think, Real Housewives of New York. She was there with her husband. Wonderful lady, really great food. Lunchtime, I don't think there's anything better. But I do want to tell you again, thank you so much. This is Ask Yosi at Sportce.com. Again, please, I look forward to your questions. I look forward to your comments. If you have things you want to look at, we're going to do a travel segment where I'll show you the ways I look at travel. We're going to do a travel thing here at Sportce.com where I'll show you how I'm going to make a rough itinerary with a cruise, because I just took one. And you'll see that there are still these out there in these tough economic times. You still can travel with your children. If there's a trip you're looking at that you want to find out and you want to see what's the best way, I'll show you the best way to enjoy it, especially when it comes to one of my favorites, which is Disney, and that's what we're going to focus on next. I wish you all the best, a blessed week to everyone. I know it's Jewish holiday next week. Because I'm a valid Yid, I want to wish everyone a happy Passover. I look forward to seeing you. And again, you can follow me on Twitter at Ask Yosi. Please look at Sportce.com. Find me there. Ask Yosi at Gmail. You have the phone number 347-480-1724. And I look forward to speaking to you. God bless. Good night. And I'll see you later.